We're all on the edge of our seats, waiting for these AI assistants that can actually, run our lives for us. But there's this one giant, nagging puzzle that's been holding everything back. How in the world do you give an AI the keys to your entire digital kingdom without it becoming a total security nightmare? Well, let's figure that out.
And I'm not talking about just a simple chatbot. No. Imagine an AI that truly acts for you. An assistant that can check your new Jira tickets, figure out what's important, and then zap you a summary right in Teams. To do that kind of real, valuable work, an AI has to be more than a tool. It has to be, it has to be you.
And right there, that's the heart of the problem. For an AI to get into your email, to see your Salesforce data, it has to use your permissions. It needs your credentials. And that's where things get really, really complicated.
So let's really dig into why this is such a massive challenge. It's this fundamental conflict between making an AI useful and keeping it secure. And frankly, our old ways of thinking about security just weren't built for this.
I mean, look at this list. This isn't just some random collection of apps. This is where the real work gets done, right? Your private messages, your project trackers, your customer relationships. For an AI to be a genuine assistant, it needs access to this whole digital world of yours.
So how did we used to handle security for automation? Well, you'll see pretty quickly that those old models, they just completely crumble the second you try to apply them to a personal AI agent.
Okay, so on one side, you've got the classic proxy model. Think of this like a building's master key. It's awesome for system-wide stuff, but it can't open your personal office door. It can't act as you. To get an AI to read your email, you need what's called the delegated model. This is where you basically just hand over your personal key. And that, of course, leads to the absolutely terrifying question. How do you give an AI your key without it getting copied, stolen, or just plain lost?
And look, this isn't just me being dramatic. This is what the experts are saying. This right here is one of the biggest, most argued about security threats in AI. Just handing over a user's keys directly to an agent? It's a non-starter, a huge risk.
So, if we boil it all down, the real question is this. How can an AI act on your behalf without ever actually having your credentials? The answer, it turns out, is this really elegant new architecture that totally changes the game.
This new model is built on 3 really solid pillars. First, user consent. You, the user, explicitly say yes through a normal, secure login you already know and trust. Second, the secure vault. The second you log in, your credential, it's called an OAuth token. Think of it like a temporary digital keycard. It gets locked away in a super secure vault on the back end. It's never, ever handed to the AI. And third, the gatekeeper, a special service that acts as a secure middleman for every single thing the AI wants to do.
Now, this gatekeeper has a name. It's called a BFF, which stands for back-end for front-end. You can basically think of it as a hyper-secure, always-on-duty bodyguard for your credentials. Its only job is to stand between the AI agent and your apps, handling all the sensitive stuff so the agent never has to.
Okay, so that's the theory. But how does it all actually work in practice? Let's trace a single, simple request from beginning to end and see this thing in action.
All right, let's say you ask your AI, hey, fetch my Jira issues. The agent doesn't go to Jira. It can't. Instead, it asks the BFF. The BFF's first move is to check the rulebook. Is this agent even allowed to ask for Jira data for this user? Once it gets the green light, the BFF and only the BFF goes to the vault and gets your temporary keycard. It makes the call to Jira, gets the list of issues, and then, and this is the magic trick, it passes only the data, just the list of issues, back to the agent.
And that right there is the whole secret sauce. The agent never sees the token. It never touches the key card. It never gets a hold of your credentials. It asks for information, and it gets only that information back. That's it.
There's a quote from the source material that just says it perfectly. Because you never got the token in your grubby little hands, the BFF keeps it behind the scenes. Then we have complete control. And that control means we can log and audit every single action that's taken on your behalf. So you see, this is so much more than just a clever security workaround. This is the key that finally unlocks a future of powerful, personal, and most importantly, profoundly safe AI automation.
I mean, the difference is just night and day. In the old way, the agent holds the token, which is basically all or nothing access with a ridiculously high risk. With this BFF model, the token stays locked away. Control becomes fine-grained. You can approve things on a per-request basis. auditability goes from barely there to a full, complete log. And the security risk, it just plummets.
So why is this such a big deal? Well, it means that dream of a truly helpful AI assistant is finally safe enough to become a reality. We can finally delegate tasks without just handing over the keys to our entire digital life. You get to keep all the control. You decide exactly what an agent can and can't do. It's a solution that is, frankly, ridiculously secure.
So, this new architecture, it pretty much solves the fundamental security problem that's been holding personal AI back. It makes it safe to let an AI act for you. Which leaves just one question, really. Now that this huge barrier is gone, what's the first thing you're going to automate?